What's going on, everybody? Your man O'Day Osborne here, the Jamaican sensation, and this is Gwaan with O'Day Osborne. And if you don't know what Gwaan means, you better learn something. It's patois for Gwaan. What's going on? All right, I'm here with my man Dewey Cooper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Timmy Cuamba.
Yes, sir.
And Donald Bagget.
Yes, sir.
Bro,
hey,
Chase,
question real
go ahead.
fast.
Go ahead.
What are we supposed to look when we talking? If we look there, if we look there, I look at you.
Yeah, we just don't worry about the look.
Yeah.
Just have a conversation.
Where the camera's at? I want to be looking like the opposite way.
Give me a second. I got to fix this microphone real fast, I guess.
At you. Okay, so that was,
see, look.
because, you know, when I'm serious, I want to look at the camera. Motherfuckers can see my eyes. No, this shit is real in the film.
Well, your camera probably be like right there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So Timmy's camera will be looking right there.
Oh, I got you.
Donald's camera, I don't even know.
Yeah,
Okay,
somewhere.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, your camera's right here.
I can say when I watch interviews, dudes be talking all this serious shit, and their eyes be shifted. It's like, dog, you ain't serious.
You stupid. Oh my gosh, you stupid. So what's going on, guys? How you doing, man?
Man, it's a great day. We're in sunny Las Vegas. Normally Halloween time, it'd be cold as shit out here. It's still summertime, so life couldn't be better. In the room with a bunch of killers. These guys training hard every day. Man, life is good. My daughter's great.
That's what's
My
up.
girl's great.
Yeah.
And the fighters are all working hard. So it's a real exciting time for our team and all the great fighters.
Bro, it doesn't matter what you talk about. You always talk with something like that energy. You know what I mean? I want to get up and fight right now. Every time you talk, I'll be wanting to get up and fight. Like today, we're going over these drills with Timmy and Bubba Jenkins and them, and he's over there in the background talking. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get in.
Hey guys, Wong, whatever he's saying, don't let him fool you. Hey, I've been watching this podcast, by the way. I watched the episode with the twerking dude, and then
Jordan,
and then my boy with the back kick,
Buckley,
Buckley, and another brother on there, real cool brother from Chantel. What's his name? It was Buckley.
Jamal.
Yeah, Jamal.
Yeah.
Hey, Michigan, my bad. Detroit, whatever. I fuck with Jamal. I like his story. Anyway, I'm watching this podcast. He all sweet and nice. Guys, he was trying to go at this guy today. These two guys just sparred today. These two. O'Day is okay. O'Day is bringing that heat, trying to clip Twilight Timmy. O'Day said, hey, bro, I'm the UFC fighter. You on the come up, but I'm going to go introduce you to that UFC shit. It was great sparring. I wish the world could have seen it. I wish I could release the footage. These two dudes, Twilight Timmy, O'Day Osborne, the Jamaican sensation, Twilight Timmy went at it crazy today.
Hey, I got a hidden chip, bro. My chip isn't like I don't need to show people the chip that's on my shoulder, but it's there. I don't need to berate and stick my chest out to show that my chip is there. I'm Jamaican, man. We grew up in the slums.
Yes.
You see some shit growing up, and when I fight, all that shit comes out.
Yes.
It's like the Hulk. When he says like I'm always mean.
Yes.
So yeah, man. Timmy's nice though. That dude. Bro. Hey, speak, man. Let's take a look at my man Timmy real quick. Show them.
There you are.
Truth, man.
Put that clip up.
that clip. Okay, hold on.
Come on, check.
He's like, okay, showing his pretty face. What we doing?
That's what we're doing. I'm like, okay.
There we go.
This clip.
Yeah, that man got some kicks. Listen to these. Bro, Timmy folding people in half.
Hey, that was from Fight Night. Fight Night 2, right?
Fight Night.
Freedom Fight Night.
Yeah.
Yo, Twilight Timmy, man, the fight before, he showed his great wrestling skills. In that fight, he showed his great striking skills because the dude was thinking, he said, oh, he's only a wrestler. He's going to try to lay and pray. Yeah. So Timmy showed them the striking
Twilight
ability.
Zone right there.
Yeah, he put him in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Guys, real fast, I know I'm taking up everybody's time.
No,
but I'm the old head, so I can talk. Everyone wonders why his name is Twilight Timmy.
Yeah, I did.
And I'm the one gave him that name, proud to say.
Yep.
Because
19 years old.
Yeah, he came
What's
into
up?
the gym. I had him spawn with this crazy Romanian kickboxing champion named Stan Florin. Stan Florin's record was 43-1 as a world champion kickboxer. He went to MMA and he lost his first 2 MMA fights by disqualification. He knocked both guys out, but he kicked them while they were already down. So he should have had 2 wins by KO. He ended up getting disqualified after dropping guys, then kicking them in the head when they were on the ground. So he should have been an undefeated MMA fighter. Anyway, Stan was dusting everybody off in this city. If you were from 135 to 155, he was dusting you off.
Yeah.
And I brought his young ass in to spar him, and he did pretty good the first few times. I'm like, who is this little kid? He was young as shit then. Him and Stan sparred a lot, and then he started equaling Stan pretty good. And Stan's a killer.
Yeah.
And so I picked up a lot of interest in Timmy. I'm like, yo, man, what's the deal with you? You can fucking fight, man. And I forgot I'd known him since he was a little kid. When he first started kickboxing at 9, 10 years old, I was announcing fights. I used to announce all these kickboxing shows here in Vegas.
Okay.
And he was fighting all those shows. I got clips of him at 10 years old, me announcing the fights and telling him he was the future in Muay Thai.
That's
way
what's
back
up.
then. So anyway, the name came about because he started training with us full time. And, you could, and by the way, I'm a heterosexual man, but it's okay to say that someone's handsome.
Right,
He's a pretty boy.
He really is, bro. Like, I got to have my girl around him.
Yeah, Timmy is a pretty boy. And he reminds me of the dude from the Twilight movies, the wolf guy. You know that pretty wolf dude? I heard he got all fat and out of shape and shit now. But anyway, on the Twilight movie, he was a pretty boy. He was also a short boy as a little kid.
Yeah.
The reason why I know him, I used to watch it with my daughter. Yeah. And so he reminds me of that dude. And so we called him Twilight Timmy for the Twilight movie.
Yeah.
But also, my favorite show as I was a kid growing up was the Twilight Zone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I love Twilight Zone. It was kind of a horror mystery type show. So it's a double entendre. Twilight Timmy, pretty boy, but when it's fight time, you enter in the Twilight Zone, you get in the cage with him.
I believe
so it's
it,
a perfect name, Twilight Timmy. That's like
he folds people in half, man. Those your kicks are solid. I felt it.
Bro,
I felt them.
talk.
Yeah, I've had
like Timmy growing up in our neighborhood. Nigga everybody would been scared of Timmy. Kicking the way he kicking, that's equivalent to pulling out a Glock. You know what I'm saying? Like like when you growing up, you get the fight, and they like, oh, he kicking? Like it's a whole different battle now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I told you that.
Don't smoke with nobody kicking.
You had to go. You had to throw them hands. If you start kicking and wrestling,
you standing back up.
People would break you up. No, stop this shit. Get back up.
And that's why you hated wrestling growing up. That's why, because you used to just throw it.
Stand them back up. Stand them back up.
I used to hate that. You a big boy. You gotta. That's why really I got into like getting my hands right. You fight the smaller guys, the ones that want to fight.
Yeah,
they the hardest to grab. So I use my hands to get close to them. Once they feel like they can come in there, I get that bear hug and it's over with.
I already know. Oh my goodness. God. Hey, did you guys watch the Jake Paul Anderson Silva fight?
Yes.
What did you think of that fight? What did you think about it? Because before you answer, I watched that fight live, and I thought there was 5 times where Silva could have finished Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, he let him make it for sure.
Yes, 100%. And after I seen that, I was like, man, let me go back on my phone and let me find a clip of that knockdown. And the clip that I found of that knockdown, oh my, Chase, you got that clip? Check out this clip that I found online, man. Check this out.
The first punch is a placement punch.
That didn't even hit him. Man. Play it again.
Yes.
Play it again.
Yeah. Like I said, he placed the first punch. Look at Anderson's reaction.
That punch didn't even hit him.
Yeah. If you look from the other angle, it looked like maybe
but it looked like grazed though.
Maybe. So remember, I'll put the declaration out there, the small print. In the first few Jake Paul camps, I was there bringing sparring partners for him and stuff like that because his coach, BJ Flores, and I are very close for many years. And I was BJ Flores' coach for his last few professional boxing fights.
For real?
Yeah. So, if you watch the early clips of Jake Paul sparring, you'll see me refereeing in a lot of those sparring sessions.
Oh, no kidding.
So as far as Jake Paul, cool dude. I'm not sure what his personality is online is, but real life, real cool dude. And by the way, he works very hard.
I already know.
So I will say that. People can call him a YouTuber. People can say he's a fake boxer. Whatever you want to say.
Man, he's not a YouTuber anymore.
He is putting the work in as a real boxer, running the mountains.
Would you say he's getting better as a fighter?
He's definitely getting better.
Like every fight, he's getting better?
Yes, because he has great coaches. His coaches are going to definitely be able to improve him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a real dude. I keep it real. As far as the fight's concerned, I thought that the knockdown was questionable.
Yeah.
However, my entire opinion of the fight was that Jake Paul is in a very rare position that very few people get in.
It's true.
So when you get into that position he's in now, it's not just a sport. It's not just like you're in a competitive sport where the best man will necessarily win. Call me the conspiracy theorist or whatever you want.
No, it's true.
But when you get to that level and you have this type of control, you're your own promoter, MVP Promotions. You're doing your own show. You're main eventing your own card. This is where the sport of boxing becomes a business. This is where the business becomes the sport. This is where the sport is disguised as a business. And that's all I'm going to give you on that. You know, bless him. You know, it was a good fight. I thought the fight would be very close. I thought there would be some kind of a knockdown of Anderson Silva late in the fight. I told you that 3-4 days before the fight. And so I wasn't surprised when it happened. How legitimate is up for a discussion.
Because, man, I was saying this before. It's gotten, you know, I came up from a martial arts background, right? Like, bowing when you get into the gym, yes sir, no sir. Couldn't talk when, you know, my coach was talking like traditional, like really, really, really just strict. You know what I'm saying? That was the back. My coach had like 5 different black belts. You know, he from all over. Like he was a martial arts through and through and through. You know, rest in peace to him. He passed away in a motorcycle accident. Wow. You know, he was a great dude. Never lost under him. Like he was just all the way. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I always thought that's what the whole game was. You know what I mean? And when I finally got into fighting, I realized like, oh, boxing and MMA and all this, it's one big entertainment sport.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
It is nothing like what I thought it was. It is an entertainment sport, 100%.
But here's the thing, though. It's only real entertainment more than a sport when you're on that astronomical level.
Yes.
For instance, you guys, y'all got to fight your ass off. You got to put on spectacular performances.
Just to stand out.
They are real fights.
Yeah.
Guys, don't think these UFC fights and these freedom fights and icon fights that Timmy's fighting on at this point are fixed. If they lose, it's their goddamn career on the line. This ain't a dude gonna get grazed by a shot and go down type shit.
No.
So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
When you get to a position of power like that, you know, boxing becomes a business disguised as a sport.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the people like us who are the purists who love a real fight, best man gonna win. That's not always the case. And that's just unfortunate. In other words, we're going to just talk frank. We want to see real fucking fights. Warrior versus warrior. And the best warrior win at that night.
But it only started being like that like a few years ago with the whole Conor McGregor era. You know what I mean?
Well,
before that, UFC wasn't really about entertainment.
Yes,
you know?
yes. Yeah, true. But no, we're talking about the boxing now.
Yeah.
UFC are still real fights.
Yeah.
Of course.
But boxing,
people claim that Jan beat O'Malley. But a lot of people thought O'Malley got the win because of his persona. That's a little different, Timmy. Judges liking someone better than a fight being coerced. For someone to win.
Exactly.
Versus the better man.
I feel like when I'm used to seeing a win in the UFC, dude did enough. Especially with that takedown in the end. I feel like that secured it. But I'm not gonna take nothing away from O'Malley. That
Exactly.
knee that he hit him with was
For real.
monstrous.
O'Malley did his thing out there.
But we agree. Most of us probably thought Yon won.
Yeah, I
but
did.
it was a
I did.
fight that some people said, okay, O'Malley could have got it.
Yeah.
You're saying, look at his opinion of the Jake Paul Anderson Silva fight. He's like, yo, man, that shit ain't land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
He's just like,
No.
yo, dog, ain't trying to hear it.
I watched it after I watched
That's
that
the
fight.
difference.
I watched that fight, went home and looked it up right away. I was like, nope. I was like, nope. Nope, absolutely
Really
not.
think about it, like, that makes sense. Like it almost like the coach probably was in the corner, like, hey, need you to go down in this round.
Nah, they planned that before the
So
fight.
you think it was before the fight?
Oh,
you gonna
yeah,
go down
man.
in round,
Look how friendly
what
they
was
were.
it?
Yeah, bro. I think it was written in. There's contracts that stuff is written in, and man, they planned that before the fight.
I don't know if it was
100%. I
They
planned.
think
need
so.
to leak it, Jake.
You know,
Man,
Let's
I'm not.
see
I don't
what's
know.
going
I don't
on.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know
just.
if it was planned. Hopefully it wasn't.
I think it
Hopefully.
was.
Hopefully not.
I think it
but
was.
I really expected a close fight, and then either Anderson Silva dropping his hands or getting careless and somehow getting dropped. And I swear to God, I told him that about 3 days before the
You
fight.
said something weird would happen.
Something weird would happen,
Yeah.
and that last round would cost him the fight.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
But
I think he was winning before that.
But remember, it doesn't mean, guys, I'm not saying I think the fight was fixed. I was looking at characteristics. Anderson maybe he didn't take Jake Paul serious, and maybe he was equaling him or slightly beating him up to that point. And Anderson would drop his hands and get careless, and then he got touched and went down. Wasn't hurt, but a knockdown's a knockdown.
Yeah.
So whether it was a fix or Anderson Silva losing fucking focus,
like he's done before.
like he's done before,
Yeah,
and cost him the fight.
Yeah.
Most people felt like, even though the scorecards were differently, most people thought Anderson Silva had won the fight until the knockdown.
You think at his
I
age,
think
though,
he-
even if he
I
wanted
think
to
with the
push, he wouldn't
knockdown,
be
he
able to?
won.
Yeah.
I don't know. At his age, Anderson's a year younger than me. Remember, I'll be 48 in 9 days.
That's what's up.
So Anderson's 47. So maybe he could have pushed a little more, but you're fighting Jake Paul. You're a
25
legend.
years old, yeah.
You're a legend and fought so many real fighters in your life.
Yeah.
To fight Jake Paul, would you really be motivated other than the money?
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Think about that. Now, you young guys will be motivated because
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys into the internet era, the social media era. Beat him is huge social media for you guys, all of this. Huge money. But when you done fought the best fighters in the world for the last 18 years and getting a fight with Jake Paul, that wouldn't really inspire you because you feel you can beat him coming off the couch anyway.
That's true.
And all that stuff matters when it's fight time.
Yeah.
Because if your ass don't train, you
Yeah.
become very ordinary.
Yeah.
That goes back.
And Jake Paul can't fuck around and beat you.
Real talk.
And like
That's
you
what I
said,
think
he's
people
really
sleep
training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at 47 years old, are you truly motivated? Of course you want that bag. So
I think he gonna fight Nick Diaz next.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz. What do you think?
See, that'll be a real fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think
one thing about Diaz,
Man.
even if you offered him a bag of money to take an
He
L,
ain't doing it.
He ain't doing
Nope,
that. Yeah.
nope, he's
Yeah.
not.
and
That's
he
who
might
needs
tell
to fight.
on you.
That's who he needs to fight.
Hey, Jake
bro.
Paul,
That's a
don't
good
do it. He might
That's
tell,
who he
man.
need to fight, bro.
Hey,
Nate.
Diaz fuck around and slap him mid-fight.
yeah. Think about that fight, though. I've seen Jake. I brought some MMA fighters to Jake Paul that I thought was going to dust Jake Paul off. You know the guys I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know, yeah.
want to say the name so
Nah,
bad,
yeah.
but I'm not.
Jake Paul held his own. He did his thing on him.
Yeah, Jake Paul stopped my dude. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was
He
shocked.
was so mad, man.
He's gonna be watching this pissed off. Like, don't say the name.
We ain't gonna say who
don't
it
say
was
the name.
because we respect everyone and we don't talk details about sparring
Yeah,
sessions.
for sure.
But hey, I walked up in there like, I got somebody.
Yeah.
MMA dude, but he gonna put hands on Jake. Jake stopped him in 3 rounds.
Damn.
That was going
what's
into
That was the Nate Robinson
the
fight.
Nate Robinson fight. Yes.
So, yeah.
So I knew he was going to dust Nate off.
Yeah.
I brought 3 different guys in. The first 2 guys were very low-level MMA guys, so I knew Jake was going to beat them up.
Yep.
He stopped all of them real quick. But the third guy I brought, I even told his coach BJ, this guy's more sturdy, more experienced, got boxing experience, all kind of stuff. He's going to give,
Yes.
Jake that work.
Yeah.
And it was the opposite.
Jake.
So that's why I said, okay, we better put a little something on his
respect.
name.
I always say that man grew up wrestling, playing football, an athlete. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just come off the couch being a YouTuber. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He grew
yeah.
up
Oh, I thought only his brother wrestled.
No, he wrestled.
They wrestled too.
Oh, he wrestled
Yeah,
too? Oh, okay.
So he's an athlete.
Yeah.
We've
Jake
seen
Paul-
this story before though too. I know y'all went to school with somebody that just was trash, and then that's just that summer they disappear. They come back a dog. You like, yo, what you been doing? He show you all the drills he was working the whole time. Like that's the Jake Paul story. Like that's what happened. Like
100%.
he ducked off and got right.
Yeah.
Man, like I said, I still think Nate Diaz was Nate would slap him.
That's gonna be an interesting fight. If they make it happen, that's gonna be an interesting fight because we know Nate is very durable.
Yeah.
We know he's tough as nails, but he does get hit a lot.
He does.
Yeah.
Can a real boxing in a real boxing match with boxing gloves on, can Nate just take the punching power of Jake? Can Nate take the punching power of Jake? That's going to be the whole intrigue of the fight.
I mean, but he's taking the punching power of Jorge Masvidal, who can hit in 4-ounce gloves. So I don't think that'll be the problem. I mean, it just, I think, will Jake tire himself out trying to finish Diaz?
Yes.
Or will he be smart? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he's going to finish him.
Yeah. Well, I'm just making a point. With the boxing glove, it's a different type of punch.
Yeah.
The MMA glove may hurt more, but the boxing glove, you can really commit to your punch more and really turn it over.
Yeah.
And with the precision that Jake hit, let's say, Woodley with.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a real punch. That was a fully committed punch.
Yeah.
In the MMA glove, most guys don't fully commit with their punch. They worry about injuring their hand. So the boxing glove does make the punching placement and dynamics a little different.
Never thought about that.
That's a good point.
I never thought about
That's
that.
why we spar with the MMA glove on one day and the big gloves the next.
Okay.
The next, with the big gloves on, just your mind, you feel like you can just throw everything into your punch.
Yeah.
Not saying that Jake is hitting harder than Mozzie.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying with the box glove, it's a different type of technique involved. And Jake has been learning boxing from real boxing coaches from the beginning. That's the one good thing he did when he first started boxing. He had competent coaches.
That's why he developed.
Yes, but in a fight, I mean, you'd have to go with conventional wisdom and say, man, Nate is just too tough. He's proven tough. He gonna have that endurance. He gonna be able to walk through that punching power. And if that's the case, you know it's gonna happen.
I already know.
Only thing I can really
I'm just worried about him getting hit
concerned
too
with-
much, though.
Yeah.
That scar tissue we got. All that scar tissue on his face.
Yep.
He might get a bad cut and they have to call the fight.
Yeah.
And the drinking and the herb smoking and all that at some point will catch up with you.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't happen in that fight because that would be
would be tragic.
really
Yeah.
crazy.
If he knocks Nate out, that'd be crazy.
Man.
Yeah, he knocked Nate out, man.
It's a wrap.
I ain't got too much to say.
It's a wrap.
I'm stop doubting the man at that
It's a
point.
wrap.
Shit, I'm
It's a
like,
wrap.
yeah.
That's Nate.
But on paper, guys, if you look at on paper, it's a compelling match.
It is.
But now we get to those intangibles about spirit, about soul,
the heart.
about strong mind,
Yeah.
big heart, big balls. Talking about those things, I think we all agree Nate has the advantage in those categories.
I agree.
And so it should be Nate all the way. But it's something in the back of my head said, be careful.
Hey, I agree with that.
And
We
Jake's
really
a lot
don't know
bigger
how
too,
good
huh?
Jake
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah. And Jake is so much bigger and stuff like
Yeah,
So he has a
because
size
Nate isn't
advantage,
really gonna
yeah.
hurt him like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Nate's punches aren't
Yeah.
power punches; they're just volume and overwhelm. You know, they're more overwhelming. You know.
Yeah.
But Donald, you had you had a question. What was that bet that you?
So me and my boy was talking and we had a discussion. Would you take a right hook from Tank Davis for $100,000?
I said yes.
Absolutely.
I said yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right. I was like, if it was
definitely.
Francis, that'd be different. But
Wilder or
man,
Francis, I don't know about that. but yeah.
Tank sparred with a lot of my guys. I used to have a lot of guys sign with Mayweather Promotion, all my Uzbekistanis, and everybody in the gym already know what it is. Tank's a tremendous fighter, but he has some hell of a sparring sessions with my guys, Revshan Huda Nazaro and Sandra Bet Rachmanov. Those were Rachmanov. Those were the only guys that really, and then Kevin Johnson gave Tank really great rounds a lot too. Those were the only three guys that really gave Tank a lot of trouble. Devin Haney gave Tank good rounds.
You was there at that sparring session?
Yeah, absolutely. I used to train Devin. I was Devin's coach.
that's what's up.
I was in Mexico with Devin. Everything. We're still cool. I'm still cool with the family.
Who won, coach? What you want?
You on the spot now. You on the spot
I already
right now.
told you we don't talk too much about sparring sessions, but they were very great sparring sessions. There were sessions where Devin definitely didn't walk out of there with his head down. Put it this way: the only guy I've seen equal or maybe do slightly better than Devin Haney in one session was you know what I'm talking about, my boy from Jersey, Shakur. Shakur was the only guy I ever seen.
He's a real deal too.
Yeah, but then when they sparred again, you know, it was Dev or even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen Devin spar with everybody.
Really?
Everybody.
Since he was a kid too.
Since he was a kid.
Yeah.
And I only seen him, like I said, probably get, you know, all the rounds were competitive with him and Shakur. But if you say anyone edged it out, Shakur the first time probably edged it out, but the second time Devin probably edged it out. But they were so competitive. It wasn't like a clear-cut winner. But Shakur did the best out of all the guys I've seen him, including Tank.
Pure chess match.
You know, that's well, no, they when Shakur and Dev went at it was some boxer puncher shit going on. They were swinging at each other hard. You know what I mean? I think the southpaw, the first time they sparred, gave him a little trouble. You know, Shakur been a southpaw, but in the second session, Devin made his adjustments, and it was great sparring. Same with Tank. Devin didn't lead that sparring session feeling like he was less than, and that was before he was a champion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but I seen Tank just stop people in the gym too. Tank's a monster in the gym.
Yeah.
He just sometimes just kind of plays around for 5 or 6 rounds, and then he starts trying to turn them power shots over. And one thing I will say about Tank, out of all those guys though, Tank is the best closer once he gets you hurt. If he gets you hurt, he will not let you off the hook.
You're done,
I see him knock out a lot of guys in the gym. Once he gets you hurt, man, he's a real good finisher. And that's the one thing I would say, he's better than all those guys we mentioned at finishing. Problem is, Devin, he barely gets hit. You can't really hit him with 2 or 3 hard shots.
Yeah, he's moving a lot.
And he's been like this since he was young, man. Devin's been special.
So how is it? You hold pads for Francis, right? How is his? I always want to know, what's that like, holding pads? Like, what's his power like?
Francis' power is gigantuum. It's crazy.
You had to make a word up for that part.
Yeah, I had to make a word up for that.
I always wonder.
Like 3 words combined.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. His power is crazy. I just be laughing sometimes. You know, I fought in K1. I fought heavyweight. I was 197 pounds fighting dudes 260, 270, 280. All the time. And I've been hit by some hard-hitting guys, man. The hardest hitting guy I ever faced was this Samoan fighter named Mighty Mo. He knocks everybody out. I mean, everyone he hits, he knocks out. And he hit me so hard, my whole body went numb, half of my body. And that's what Francis reminds me of. Mighty Mo. No lie. I just laugh. Sometimes he hits me, and I just laugh because he does have power.
Yeah.
And now he's putting more precision and more placement in his punches. It's even crazier. Francis is strong, guys. By the way, his knees and his kicks are harder than his punches. His knees are just grueling.
Really?
I mean, I swear to God, he's dislocated my ribs and fucked me up so many times. And
Through the pad?
In these training camps. Yeah, through the pads.
Wow.
Dude, I've been training Francis before the Overeem fight, before the first Stipe fight. I've been training Francis since he came to America.
Wow.
And
See, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I
If you
did
watch
not
the
know
Overeem
that.
fight, you see me in his corner.
Yeah.
When he first came, he was prepared to fight JDS. But something happened with JDS in Canada, by the way.
Okay.
And something happened with JDS, so the fight got postponed. We trained for like 6 months. Then the Overeem fight came, and the famous uppercut knockout happened.
Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my
I remember telling him in camp for that, Francis was knocking everybody out. We ran out of sparring partners, man. Everybody hit. They went to sleep. He knocked out like 5, 6 dudes.
Oh my goodness.
In that Overeem camp. And I was telling you, his uppercuts are hard. Either hand.
I believe it.
And so when he hit Overeem with that uppercut, you know, we knew it was over. I mean, Francis got power, and it's just... It's just unrealistic. It's like from a movie. You know, and by the way, the way he got it, remember, he didn't start fighting till he was like mid-20s. digging sand his whole life. Imagine just digging sand as a kid your whole life.
Yeah.
This motion, man.
Oh my goodness.
That's
yeah.
why his uppercuts are so strong.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
That makes a lot of
I
sense.
mean,
That makes a lot of sense.
everything strong. He's a big, should be NFL football player or something. But that's where the power came from, all that digging.
That makes so much sense.
His uppercuts, even when he throws it wrong, man. I seen Francis knock a dude out one time in the gym and put a big old, like a cartoon lump on his head. The dude kept trying to close the distance on Francis. Francis hit him like this, boom, knocked him out. And it was like a movie. I put this on my kid, on my daughter. The dude went down. You know the dude, he started training with us.
I know exactly.
He knocked him out cold. The dude stands up and he had a lump on his head like a cartoon, man.
Yeah.
Ball head dude.
Talking about.
I mean, he just hit him like this. I'm like, this dude can knock people out like this. It's
No, man. No, I would, man.
I swear to God.
That's insane, man. That's some power, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
seen friends
next
at the
level.
PI, man. I was like, oh, yeah. I definitely understand that.
Sweetheart of a guy
Oh, my
with his
goodness.
next level power.
We should sign him up for that, the power slap. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, he was slapped up. The color on someone's face.
Have y'all seen the little have you
Yeah,
seen
they don't wait
the
do that
little
thing.
power slap.
yeah.
Man, hey,
I'll leave. I
real
see
fast. You know they
Francis
stole
walking
that shit. Go right now to Smack Fest. Way back in like the early 2000s, New York radio station started that shit.
Oh, for real?
You said
Oh, right on the radio
early
station.
2000s?
Yeah, early 2000s.
Oh,
Early
shit. It was a-
Smack Fest. It was called Smack Fest. Early morning New York. That the beat New York, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Power. Power 97.
Yeah.
They would have people slapping each other. If you go online right now, it'll trip
That's
you out.
probably
Have
why-
them go online. Look up Smack Fest. They started that shit a long time ago on the air in New York.
Goddamn.
Puerto Ricans would be up there slapping each other and brothers from the hood. It was hilarious.
That's probably
And
why
that
they call
shit
it power slap.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why they call it
Yeah,
power
but,
slap.
But it started way back. Back then it was called a Smack Fest. Look it up, guys. It's gonna trip you out.
I might have to do that. That blows my mind. That's probably why, 100% why they call it power slap. Because I was like, why power slap? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many names.
Yep.
But you,
Power slap.
yeah, man.
It started at New York radio. I was like, how are they doing this legally? And they would pay people money, $500 for the winner. way back
Really?
then. Yeah, and they
said
have them in the
500?
studio, $500 for the winner.
Oh,
Girls
really?
doing it, guys doing it. It was
Really?
Oh,
Smack
Oh my
Fest.
goodness! Wow,
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a no for me.
Yeah,
that is.
500.
Hey, so I have a segment on the show. It's called "Would You Try This?" Right, where I have people like they say like it could be food related or adrenaline related, something like that. Where they say like, "Would you try this? Yes or no?" Right, and then for the audience as well. Chase, you have that video. So I just started this like 2 shows ago.
Oh, shit. The bungee jumping.
That was so good.
Automatic no.
No, that's a no for sure.
No.
Nah.
I have bungee jump, so I would do it, but not between
Nah.
2 mountains like that. It's too dangerous to only hit the goddamn mountain. But I have bungee jumped. I did
For
it a
real?
lot. Yeah. In the 90s when it got popular, I did it a lot.
Bro, that's in Thailand?
No, in the 90s, you know, when it was popular,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did Stratosphere.
Really?
I did one over the Colorado River.
What?
I did one in LA. I've done like
Man,
4 or 5, one in Texas.
You
I've done
crazy.
several bungee jumps.
That's a
but
no.
I was young back then. I was
you
real
was young.
energetic.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about the 90s. You know, I used to
Wow,
bungee jump all the
that's-
time.
How
But
much did you weigh back then?
I was like 203, 205. I'm
yeah.
like 240 right now.
Was it your college days when you were doing it?
Yeah, college days
Oh,
and
okay.
a little after.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to a few colleges. I went to UNLV.
Okay.
I played football. I transferred to SMC, Santa Monica College.
shit.
I played with Isaac Bruce and Steve. What's the receiver for the Panthers all them years? You know, good ass
Smith.
receivers.
Steve Smith. He's my favorite receiver.
Yeah, Steve Smith came after me.
No
for
kidding.
Santa Monica College. Then they transferred to major universities.
Yeah,
after that.
Steve Smith is my favorite wide receiver of all
Yeah,
time.
he was-
Linebacker?
No, I played wide out. I
Oh,
was wide
really?
receiver.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
I was
up.
X-Man.
Yeah, he was he played football as well. He was pretty
Offensive
good.
tackle.
Yep.
That's why I thought linebacker.
Oh,
Like I
no.
said, we
No,
probably
I'm
would have
bigger
hated
now.
each other for
yeah,
real.
Yeah, I'm bigger now. Remember back then in college, I was like 190, 190 pounds, 6'1", 190.
And you were running track too, so
Yeah,
you know
I
you
ran
were fast
track.
as fuck
You
too.
know, I played every sport. I did a lot. I did martial arts since I was 9 years old, and I played sports. And
That's what's up, man. For real.
I mean, we was in L.A., man. We want to get in. I was trying to stay out the house all the time. Ass whoopings were in abundance when I was a kid. So the more you out the house, the better.
That's what's up, man. That's how it was in Jamaica, but except you know, it wasn't like family or your siblings or whatever that was doing it. You know, it was just outside, just you know, wrestling, climbing trees, beating the shit out of each other, just doing. You know what I'm saying? Like just. Yeah, you know how it is. But yeah, man. So Timmy, what's up with you, man? What do you have coming up? Do you have anything you can disclose or not disclose or?
Well, right now I'm fighting. They said I'm fighting December 2nd for Icon FC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where's that at?
It's gonna be in Orlando, Florida on Fight Pass.
That's let's see.
Yep.
What's the second? What is that? What's the second?
December
Should be a
2nd?
Friday.
Friday.
I think
okay.
it is a Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the next day they're having a UFC there.
December
Apparently,
3rd, right?
December 3rd.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, what is your record right now?
5-1 right now.
5-1.
And then my
That's-
amateur record was 6-1.
Okay, damn. So 5-1. Get this guy out the way. Get to 6-1.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
hopefully get on Contender Series
Yeah.
this coming series. Man, yeah, I see.
That's all we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Coach tells me we're just building the record right now,
Yep.
and then sooner or later we're gonna be there.
Yeah, I see
yeah.
great
You've
things
already-
from you.
And you
For
already
real.
beat 3 undefeated guys already. In their hometowns, we went to that CFFC
Yep.
and dusted off one of their top prospects.
3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one, they
Oh,
really
yeah.
thought it was going to get
Yeah,
you.
he
boy.
really thought.
Dude was talking shit, too. I said, hey, guys,
Man.
remember, by the way, this trash talk thing
Yeah.
is 50-50. Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it
Sometimes
does.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
You do-
Sometimes you scare motherfuckers. Sometimes you motivate motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to you to decide. 50-50 odds, I don't like it.
Yeah.
So say what the fuck you mean. Don't be capping.
We were just talking
You know
about
what I
that.
mean?
What I tell
We
you,
were
speak the
just talking
truth.
about that.
Yeah,
100%.
speak the
truth.
We were
That's
just.
all.
Yeah.
Like you say, say
If
what
you
you
feel
mean.
that
Talk
way,
about that.
mean it. Because when
Yeah.
it's in real time, you're always willing to push. You're willing to put your life on the line for shit you mean. Shit that you just say, man, please. You ain't going through pain for that.
That's,
You know what I
yeah, we were
I'm telling
just
you,
talking
trash
about
talk
that.
was my strategy in college, but what I would do is I would break them down first, and right when they get into the point where they kind of surrendering to me, where they respect me, that's when I start disrespecting them, and it make them want to either. My games used to be easy because you know the start the end. I don't know why they do it, but they'll send the start the end to the weakest tackle.
Yeah.
So a lot of my games, I would get the weaker DN by like the second quarter.
Yeah.
He don't want to come over there no more. I used to be, hey, come over here, bro. Don't go over there. Come over here. Come on back over here to me. They wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew I got him. So anytime he came over there, I would literally force my wheel on him just because I know where they at mentally. They respect me. Once I see them give me that type of respect, it's like
Yeah.
a weakness. Okay, yeah, you respect me. I don't respect you, and I'm going to show you how much I don't respect you.
Yeah, 100% like
That's
me.
what's up, man.
I just, my whole career, everybody who knows me, everyone who fought me, tell you, man, Dewey way stronger than what we thought. Because one thing, no one trained harder than me, man. I train all fucking day because I ain't really have much to say because I'm like, man, you know who the fuck I am. You know where I'm from, man. I will take your life, man. I will blow your brains out. Fuck this fight shit. Y'all talking about real? Man, I will kill you.
Yeah,
So
bruh.
fighting was like a tear down from this street shit.
Yeah.
So fighting was never enough for me to talk about. I just train hard, and when they talk shit about me, I'm like, cool. I'm gonna use that as motivation. One thing I never tried to do, I was never the guy that talked a lot of shit because I didn't want to motivate people to put my picture up by their mirror and stare at me when they brush their teeth. If you do that, you're gonna have to motivate yourself to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you no incentive to want to beat my ass more.
Yeah.
You could think, oh, Dewey scared. I said this, I said that. I'm like, bro, fight time, I'm doing my best. My goal is hit you more than you hit me.
Yep.
And that's the first I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
And it just worked for me. But for some people, they need to
Boost
motivate
themselves up.
themselves.
Yeah.
But I was self-motivated because, man, I've been around violence my whole life. And you know, everybody from the hood know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just yesterday, Takeoff, you know, from Migos got killed shooting dice. I grew up in the hood where they shot dice, played dominoes, dog fought. You know, when Michael Vick got arrested, I was like, damn, that shit's illegal? You know what I mean? Everybody knew fought dogs. I hate to say that.
I know
I
what you
did.
mean, though. I know
I
what you
did,
mean.
but you know, from where niggas dealt crack and killed people and cripped and blooded and you got jumped if you wore the wrong colors, you know, all kind of shit. So fighting was never an issue to me. And as an amateur, we just fought all the time, man. In California, we're having shows at least once a month. We were the first state in America that was doing Muay Thai shows. Everybody else in the country was still doing above the waist where you couldn't even kick to the leg. I'm talking about in the late 80s.
Yeah.
You know, I've been fighting since then. And so when this MMA thing exploded and guys all started fighting and the, you know, guys started doing all this trash talking like, bro, man, I'll take y'all and take your life, man. You think because we in a cage, somebody's scared?
Yeah.
It's like,
I think trash talking.
If I lose, cool. Hey, great job. But at the end of the day, man, it's some real fighting out there. That
and like you
people
said, it
do.
works on some people, but real fighters, that should never work.
Yeah,
Fighting trash talk a lot different. Like I feel like your trash talk will come from your training. Because like if you train literally like, and that was my aspect for like football. I literally went as hard as I could every day to where I knew I couldn't do nothing more. And so when I go out there, I can confidently speak because there's nothing more I can do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Unless I would have hurt myself.
That's why Floyd Mayweather, you know, he's so effective.
Yeah.
He's so effective with his trash talk. He
trains so hard.
He trains ridiculously
I've
hard.
been knowing Floyd since he was 16 years old. Remember his dad. I trained with his dad. I trained with his uncle Roger, who passed away, and his youngest uncle Jeff Mayweather was my coach since the 90s. I seen Floyd when he first got the Olympics and brought the light blue Lexus, his first whip.
Oh man,
Before the $1 million payday started coming in, I used to do mixtapes for him and give him cassettes and shit.
For real?
Then, yeah. I've been on Floyd a long time.
Mixtapes for what?
You know, mixtapes. I used to DJ. For
Oh no
hobby,
shit,
Turntables.
man! You
and shit.
the jack of all
Oh
trades.
yeah, I did everything.
You did everything.
I rap.
He's like, man, I was a pimp. I had these hoes out there.
Never pimped. Never dealt drugs.
He said I had these hoes. I had one hoe named Tisha.
Never pimped, never drug deal, but I gang banged. I break dance, rap, DJ'd, played sports. I did a lot of that, but never pimped or dealt drugs because for some reason my moral compass just wasn't with that. Yeah. But I was around a lot of pimps and around a lot of drug dealers growing up. But yeah, DJ and shit like that was just a hobby. But yeah, I used to make mixtapes for him early on. He liked all that East Coast shit. I was playing Mob D, Wu-Tang Clan, Gang Starr, you know, mixing that type of shit up. So Nas when he first came out, so I've been knowing Floyd forever. But to get back to the point, you're right. What separates Floyd from anybody else, and I was one of the executioners for Bernard Hopkins, one of the guys we was fighting, walked around with the mask on and the big axe. I hung out with Bernard Hopkins, still know him to this day. Me and Roy Jones are very good friends.
My favorite boxer.
Yeah, me. When Roy see me, he embraced me, hugged me. We talk. We're friends. We've hung out many times. What separates Floyd from everybody, though, Floyd's the only guy I knew, and they all trained a lot, but Floyd trains all the time. It's a true lifestyle to him, like it is for us. Yeah. But Floyd's different, man. Floyd will train. He'll go out to a club and chill all night, and then run 10 miles from the club to his house. Floyd don't miss no workouts, man. I seen Floyd getting ready for the Pacquiao camp, in that Pacquiao fight. He trained incredible. That training camp, he was putting work in, sparring with Zav Judah, Earl Spence. He's bringing guys in from all over the place. He really took that camp serious. Now, seeing him training for Conor, he was eating licorice and chilling. He really didn't even train hard. He trained harder than most fighters, but it wasn't to the level when he was fighting real boxing fights. Guys, man, I seen this dude run from his house back when he was living where you live in the Anthems. He'd run from the Anthems to his gym and then spar, 14 rounds. 5-6 minute rounds.
Damn.
Think about that. Run from the Anthems to the man with the gym and just start sparring dudes.
5-6 minute rounds.
And then give the pads for 30 straight minutes, then give the bag for 20. Floyd.
A lot of people watching gonna hear that and be like, oh, that ain't that, man. Listen, fighting for a minute is a long time.
And by the way, no drugs, no performance enhancing anything. That was all mentality. And that's the whole point. I'll close by saying, when you mention Floyd Mayweather's name, it's the mentality that he brings.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I told you what he told me, and you know we used to talk a lot, not so much now, but when he sees me, he definitely says what's up. I say what's up to him and keep it moving.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember if he remembers this. We're at Top Rank Boxing Gym. I'm gonna tell you this story on your show. I'll make it quick though. We're at Top Rank Boxing Gym. And I was training my first world champion, Jessica Rakoczy. Jessica Raging Rakoczy ended up going to the UFC late in her boxing career. Just wanted to fight in the cage. Anyway, Floyd told me, he said, he was talking to me one day, and I actually kept this and threw it in my little book of sayings. He said, yo, Cobra, you know, Coop, Dewey, a lot of people, you guys manifest when you're doing your role work about the guy. You manifest about beating them. You see the fight play out in your mind 1,000 times. You see yourself winning, get your hand raised, and everybody cheer for you. And the thoughts stop there. The manifestation stops there. He said, no, man, I manifest beating him every round. I manifest getting my hand raised. I manifest the interviews after. I manifest getting the belt. I see myself going to my gym that Monday and everybody giving me a standing ovation. I see 3 months from now when I'm in Ring Magazine as the greatest fighter pound for pound in the world. I manifest everything that this hard work and dedication is going to create for me in my future.
Yeah.
Not just a fickle momentary win.
That's deep.
I manifest everything that this win creates, that my hard work and dedication creates. And that's why I'm the best in the world. No one has a mind like me.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I was like, yo, man, that's some profound shit.
Yeah, that's deep.
You know what I mean? And so he said some other things, but I held on to that one because he's right. We all see the fight and we win it, and then we cool after that.
Yeah.
He thinks about it way further than that. He thinks about
The rounds
2-3 years down the road of what this creates. And that's where I said, man, he's right. We're not completing our thoughts about this shit. It's more than just the win. And the reason why he did that, he didn't say this part to me, but the reason why you stack all those chips in you, the Ring Magazine ratings and the people giving you a standing ovation at the gym, the people that matter give you standing ovations, is because all those thoughts will make you fight that much harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more the more
committed
stuff you
to
can
it.
put in your brain,
Yeah.
the more harder you're gonna fight. You get tired. So maybe getting your hand raised gets taken out by his body punch.
Yeah.
But you still I gotta go to that gym on Monday and everybody's cheering for me.
Yeah.
So you keep fighting. Get hit with a hard shot. Like you see him get hit by Shane Mosley. But some made him just shake it off and keep going. All these quirks that he put in his mind to push him to run from the club to the house and to stop, you know, touching the girls several weeks before the fight and all of that, when he has an abundance that he could be. All those things are what motivates him to train hard. And at that moment of war, you can't get a stronger mind than his. So you've seen Floyd hurt, you've seen him tired, you've seen him get shook, but you never seen him mentally break ever.
Never.
We seen the Tysons mentally break. We seen a lot of the greats mentally break. But that's the one dude, even the tough fights against Madonna, he didn't break. They were tough. And that's that ironclad mentality that I got to give him the credit for. And the reason why you spoke his name with such admiration. Ain't the strongest dude, ain't the fastest dude, but mentally, man, he's Hercules, man.
I believe it.
And that's the knowing him and talking to him and hanging out with him and growing up with his father and his uncles as trainers. That's the one thing I took from him, man. People say what the fuck they want to say, man. Mentality, Floyd's the strongest and the most focused.
I believe it. I believe it, man. That was deep. That's deep. I did not know all of that, you know, in depth when you talk about.
And those words out of his mouth, how he see past the victory.
Yeah, when you talk about the, you know, mental preparation of the after you get your hand raised, and you talked about how he visualized the actual rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like throughout the actual rounds, from the 1 minute to the 2 minute to the, you know, second round, 1 minute to the 2 minute, you know, because when I visualize, I don't think I go in depth like that in the rounds. You know, I visualize combinations all the time, but I don't visualize like, what's he gonna do after my combination, and then what am I gonna do after what he does? You know, which is what I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and especially when you're in that solemn place, like when you're doing road work. Remember, the boxers run every day. The MMA guys don't, but those solemn places.
Why is that?
just because you guys think the goddamn air dime is Christ and it's gonna give you miraculous fucking results. I'm like,
the bike's air.
like, God damn.
And they go slow as shit.
Every
too.
dude, hey, I did the air dive. Okay. I know girls in the aerobic class doing the air dive. It's hard. It's great cardio, but it's not the all training instrument.
You think running's where it's at, huh?
And the doctor's gonna say, oh, it fucks your knees up and it's that. You are fighting, get kicked in your kneecaps, get Judge Jones to the kneecap every day. But you telling me running's fucking your kneecaps
I'm
up?
dead.
It's ridiculous. You guys doing MMA with a 4-ounce glove, punching the shit out of each other, doing knee bars. Trying to submit dudes and break their arm, and we say running is dangerous for you. What's wrong with this picture?
I don't even know, but I bought into the air dime. I came to the Performance Institute, and they're like, get on the bike and go. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what I don't. They're saying you don't know what you don't know. So I'm like, oh shit, this shit must be the new. It must be the new shit. Okay,
we can get up and run in place to get your heart rate up. Fucking look like Judge Travolta and Jay Fonda doing the shit.
But there's resistance. But there's resistance on the air dive.
Yes, okay. You want real resistance? By the way, big shots to this guy. Tell him to come to Lee Canyon and run that motherfucking mountain at Mount Charleston with us. 4,000 to 9,000 square feet.
Man, I ran that in 49 minutes the other day.
Man. Yeah, he ran for 5 miles in 49 minutes, all uphill. Last Saturday.
I'm gonna need to work. Dewey, we gonna need to work up to that.
Yes.
Look, I was finna say, take me with y'all, but never mind. 5 miles.
Yeah,
man.
when do you guys, because y'all run
every
on
Saturday we're in the mountains, and the reason why I shouldn't be telling people our little secrets, but we run for one reason.
Nobody. It doesn't matter what you say. Nobody gonna
do it. Yeah, we run for one reason.
That's true.
Because there's certain shit bigger than us, and I know MMA is a new sport, 30 years in, but the ancestors did it. Fucking Muhammad Ali did it.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali ran 5-6 days a week, 4 miles forward, 4 miles backwards, at 6'3", 221 pounds. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran, fucking Jack Dempsey. I mean, Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion. They all did road work. Why shouldn't we?
Yeah.
If they ran, we should run just on the ancestry of shit.
You know what it is? I talked about this my last podcast. It's because the new school era of coaches want to be the guys with the ego to create their own thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because they feel that, this is better than the old way. But, I just talked about this. When it comes to jumping ropes, not a lot of MMA fighters jump ropes anymore.
Yeah.
I've noticed that too. They don't even warm up. They just get on the mat and start training.
See, all that is because
Come in and get it going.
They just show up and start training. I'm like, okay,
I'm from a kickboxing and boxing background. I got a lot of kickboxing fights, over 100 kickboxing fights, but I got 25 pro boxing fights. A lot of people don't understand that. We're only 3 losses in boxing. So I understand the real sport of boxing. And I've done all 3 professionally. Kickboxing at a high level, professional MMA, and professional boxing. And let me tell you guys something. Boxing is very hard because you only got 2 weapons, man. You can't kick the leg. You can't Muay Thai neck clinch if a guy out striking you, and you can't take him down and work your grappling and wrestling if you're getting outstruck. Boxing, though, you only have those 2 weapons, man. It's feast to famine. Your ass start getting hit. If you get it on the bout, it's going to be a bad night. And the last thing I'll say about all the fight sports, I feel like kickboxing takes the most toughness because there's a lot of damage. I feel like MMA takes the most heart because it's scary being in a cage with little-ass gloves on. But boxing's the most dangerous. Every year, 3-4 guys get killed in the boxing ring. Since MMA started, 30 years, 2 people have died? Boxing, 3 people died last year.
Wonder why is that though? Because
the head damage.
It's a lot of
head damage.
Yeah, and MMA, you gotta think about it. Takedowns. You don't hit the head that much. If you think about it. Gotcha. Just the damage seems like it's a lot because the gloves are smaller.
And remember, being knocked out is actually a safety mechanism. Being knocked out is actually a good thing because if you get knocked out, it stops you from getting killed. The more head trauma you suffer in these boxing fights with these 8-ounce and 10-ounce gloves, the hemorrhaging on the brain, you go home and never wake up.
Bro,
it's
Diaz
just too much damage.
Diaz is done.
You know, so boxing, though this MMA and boxing world hate each other, boxing is a very dangerous sport. And as far as the speed of the sport, I've done all three professionally. The boxing speed comes way faster than what people think.
Yeah.
And like I said, so if you're having a bad day, you can't get your hands off. You got no secondary anything. You got to fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Or get knocked out.
That's crazy.
So that's why we still run. That's why we jump rope. And of course, we do some of the new school shit, you know. The new school stuff is good. Science is good. Evolution is good. But we cannot use this science and evolution to make us weaker men. And that's the difference. So we incorporate that old school shit for the ancestors and this new school brilliant stuff that all you young guys are doing to make us more athletic and better fighters.
Yeah.
Not saying the old fighters will beat the young fighters, but it's not about who will beat. It's about who was dominant in their era and what they did.
What works.
Yes, and so we could take from Ali, we could take from Sugar Ray Robinson, we could take from whoever you like, Roberto Duran.
Take a little from everybody and make it your own.
Yeah, Julio Cesar Chavez. We could take from them guys about being resilient and whatever we do, and then add to these new school things we're doing. So yeah, we could do the air dime, but let's do that twice a week and run 3 times a week, or do that 3 times a week and run twice a week at least.
Yeah,
give some back to the ancestors.
I get that. That is volumes, man.
Good way to
volumes,
put it too.
Really,
good way to put it.
Really, man.
It's like we love our last names because Mama and them had it, Grandpapa, Big Mama. You know what I mean? We don't just shout our last name because it's more than just us. It's our grandparents' name.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in this fight thing. If you truly about this fight life, you know what I mean? We gotta get our jab right. We gotta get our shins hard. We gotta grapple. We gotta do 1,000 sprawls if we have to. We gotta incorporate everything, but we definitely can't forget about the ancestors, man.
I just gotta say, Dewey, man, you are wise and a martial artist through and through.
Yes, sir.
Like 100%. Like the way that you speak and the way that you know, when I watch you coach, everything that you do in your gym is for a purpose. I pick up on stuff. I focus in because my very first coach was like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't do anything arbitrary and random. No. You know, everything that you do, every training session that you do is for a purpose, and you don't do it once. You do it multiple times to sharpen the blades, and I love that. That's man,
everything's
you are
a system.
Yes, yes.
Everything has
amazing.
a purpose. There's
That's one thing people don't understand. We got all these little creeds, and Timmy will tell you, when I tell people it's not how you feel, it's what you do. Remember, it's not how I feel. I'm talking about me too. No one's above the creed. It's not how you feel, it's what you do. If we gotta throw 1,000 kicks today, I don't give a fuck if your legs sore or not. I don't give a fuck if you've been having sex with your girl all night or David tore your ass up on conditioning. We gotta get them kicks in because we may feel shitty fight night. And sometimes, man, you get up and just feel bad. You ate something, you ain't been eating, you been cutting weight. First food you eat get you a little sickly. What we gonna do? Just be in our feelings? Man, I don't feel good, man. Hey, when it's fight time, it's the right time.
That goes back
I don't
to
give a
what
fuck
you
how
said.
you feel.
You can get killed doing this.
Yeah.
That's why you got to just be ready to work. Yeah.
You know, you can get killed doing this.
Yeah.
And the sport of MMA is so dangerous, man. The chokes, you can literally be killed there. What the referee don't call it in time. I mean, shit could happen weird.
It's crazy, man.
So we got to really take this training serious, and we have to have a system. The reason why it's called Black Cobra Striking Systems, and I'm not here to promote my shit. You know, I got fighters that enjoy what we do. That's all I care about. I don't care if the world likes it. As long as my fighters appreciate what we do, I'm
promote
cool
your
with
shit,
that.
man. Promote that shit.
But the reason why I call it Black Cobra Striking Systems is because there's a system at play. We're not doing nothing random. I would never ask you to do something that I know is not proven and tested. Even Faraz showed me a few things with the medicine ball. Remember we started working on
the sprawl drill,
Remember, I talked to him about that. Oh, he said, I never thought about that. He said, too many guys, when we used to do the drills on each other, shooting drills, guys would get face planted, get their nose broke on the mat.
On the
so
hips.
I got these big ass medicine balls. So I could take that and put that in my archive. First of all, he gave me the jewel, he gave me the knowledge, and I always say, but why? You know, what's the purpose of this shit? And
I've seen that, the medicine ball one.
He told me the purpose, so we start using it. So it doesn't mean the entire system is created by me, but most of the stuff is due to my coaches that I had in the past and the experiences I went through. But I get jewels from people, and Faraz was one of the guys who gave me a jewel with that. So I'm not an egomaniac where if a dude give me some great advice and explain it to me and it makes sense in my head, well, I won't incorporate it. You know what I mean? Because there's knowledge everywhere.
Yeah.
But it has to be something that makes sense, and it has to be something that we work on continuously for us to get master at it and get good at it. And that's why as a system, every day we have a different mechanism to work, because your shins gotta be hard. You gotta be able to block those punches. You gotta be able to use your hips when you throw your strikes. And if you're not doing that, I'm watching you. You might be doing it faster than him, so you'll go to something else. But guess what? His ass still got to do it.
Yeah.
Because and that's how all us are getting better. And that's the thing people forget about. It ain't just Bubba getting better. We all are getting better because I can see everyone's little slacks or lacks, and that's hey man, we gotta work that.
Yeah.
And that's the secret. Just a lot of coaches don't give a fuck except their top guys they care about.
Man.
I'm just saying, for me, when this is all said and done one day, and hopefully it'll be later rather than sooner, I want to be like Bill Belichick, man. I want motherfuckers to look at my record and say, God damn. 340 wins, 22 losses. What kind of percentage is that?
For real.
You know what I mean? So all the dudes matter. Was you in UFC or that first pro fight for CFFC? We tried to win. Because the stats gonna be stupid one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Man.
Real talk.
Like you said, we have a winning culture on our team.
Yes.
It all comes through the hard work.
Yes. And I'm just so happy that old Dave been coming through helping us out, because in these fight camps, people don't realize shit get thin when you when you sparring hard. Guys who ain't about that life. It's funny how they start disappearing.
They all of a sudden got shit to do.
I noticed.
Where you at?
It's like, hold on, we had 15 guys last week. Now we got 5 this week. Y'all.
That's funny. That's funny. Actually, I never thought about that.
It's like, well, where the fuck y'all at?
I never thought about that.
Motherfuckers kicking and punching all right now. Y'all want to disappear. Hey, tell them, I almost had to gear up and spar with Bubba last week.
Oh, yeah, literally, yeah.
Bubba said, no, coach, you can't do it. I said, we ain't got nobody. And then Javier showed up saying today. I was so happy.
Oh, man.
Big shots to Javier for helping us out.
I've seen him how to gear up thousands of times. No, I'm serious.
He's mad as shit.
There's times where he's been training. There's times where he hasn't. He just gears up. It don't matter.
I had to take a beat for Presence that last camp.
They just disappeared.
That's the only one I hate gearing up for. That fucking guy.
So during camp, they just disappeared. Bro, man.
And you know how it goes. And it's like, I helped you your whole camp.
Yeah.
You supposed to, on Crip, help me. Damn it. You supposed to be like, I'm helping you on everything.
Yeah.
They disappeared. But it's a compliment, because that means you hitting a little harder.
Yeah.
You a little meaner. And you done mentally broke them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Well, all right, guys. Man, that was one hell of a show. I appreciate having you guys on so much.
Yeah.
And, just can't tell you enough the gratitude I have for you, taking me on and teaching me the ropes, Dewey. You've been incredible. And Timmy being a great partner. And, I'm learning from this guy who's only 24 years old?
23
years old. Oh, my gosh.
Still young,
I gotta, when I spar Timmy, like, there's guys, I'm not gonna lie, when I spar people, I'm just like, I kind of have to, like, I kind of swag out a little bit. You know what I mean? I kind of swag out. Yo, when I spar Timmy, I gotta be on my P's, Q's, T's, everything, bro. I gotta make sure, like my focus is on 12, because you don't. This man hits off the recoil every time. I'm like, all right, yo, he's the truth, man.
You be knowing the ones you really gotta like focus on.
Yes,
and
he's one of the ones, man. He's man. Y'all look out for your man, Timmy Cuamba. His @tag is gonna be up there for you guys. His Instagram
Twilight
right
Timmy.
there, Twilight Timmy.
Twilight
So
Timmy.
check it out, man.
We on our way up.
And by the way, guys, he's a great person. He in the gym, he's so aggressive. He's overly aggressive at times. But outside the gym, he's a sweetheart of a guy. Timmy is a great guy, man. You need him, he gonna be there. You can call him at 3 a.m. He gonna come through. I always say this dude is cut from a different cloth, because I've been on this planet a long time. I met some real ones, and I met a lot of fucking fake ones. He's a real one. He could have been in any era. not just as a fighter, but as a champion person.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Your mom did a wonderful job with you.
Thank
I don't know where you come from to be built like you are, but he come from the 80s or the 70s or the 60s. You know, the freedom fighter, the MLK, the Malcolm X.
Yes.
You know, he from that cloth, the Julio Cesar Chavez senior cloth. You know what I mean? I can't say enough about him because I've called him and I put him in situations on purpose early on to see, and he's always came through. And even times where he had bad days, even times when he lost his first pro fight, I've had guys in the past get different. He was like, man, listen, I got to do better, coach. I'm really sorry. When he lost his first pro fight, due to an illegal Bagget shot in the head, but we'll take it, whatever. Anyway, first thing he did was apologize to me, and it hurt my heart.
Yeah.
I never even told him this, by the way. It hurt my heart. I said, man, I gave this dude a hug. Accidentally called him the N-word because that's what we do when we comfortable with each other. Yeah. And I gave him a hug. I said, don't ever say it to me, man. I feel bad for you right now. He touched my heart with that. And just a great guy, man. Yeah. You know, he's like, I'm so sorry, coach. I let you down. I said, man, you can never let me down. If shit happens, you know, there's a illegal shot in the back of the head, several of them. But whatever, you're going to bounce back, but don't ever apologize for a fight because you trained hard and you did your very best just 1 hour night.
Yeah.
Next day, he don't get online and say, oh, well, I got to reevaluate things. Oh, look at my coaches. He ain't do none of that. A lot of motherfuckers do that nowadays. And if they do, more power to you. If you really need a new coach, be my guest. I ain't taking that shit personal, but he's cut from a different cloth.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I got 16 losses in my pro kickboxing career, 49 victories, 3 draws. Out of them 16 losses, I never said shit about my coaches. Every time I just came to my coaches on Monday and said, well, I got to do better. And I always put the loss on me because I'm the one fighting.
Yes, sir,
you guys doing your best to help me. But when it's fight time, I got to listen to your advice, and I got to execute at that moment. And if I don't, I'm going to take that loss in the chin and get better from it.
Yeah.
And he's a throwback because that's exactly what he did.
I just use it to get better, and I feel like people's character gets tested when shit hits the fan. You know what I mean? That's when their true character comes out.
Yes.
If you claim you're real, you're gonna be real through adversity. And a lot of people, they crumble when adversity comes. You know. Now I'm on a win streak again. You know what I mean? People forgot about that loss.
Yes.
I feel like
So it just shows you just got to bounce back and just work harder. You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
don't
remember,
make excuses.
I know you gotta go, but I just want people to know at the end of the day, man, we gotta be accountable and responsible for whatever happens in our lives. I don't give a fuck if we're the homeless or if we're the goddamn president of the most powerful country in the world. We have to be responsible and accountable for whatever we're going through. And like you said, when people and having a bad go, they forget that and try to blame other people. Especially this era, this little punk ass era we in.
Full of excuses,
I appreciate you for being old school about it.
Yeah, of course, coach.
Hell yeah, man.
And we on our way up, coach.
Yeah, man. Well, guys, what an incredible show. I say this every time. I'm gonna say it again. By far, my favorite episode. Every episode I do, I say it, but I'm by far my favorite episode, man. Just an amazing group of guys here, and I appreciate you guys. My man, Timmy Cuamba, Donald Bagget, and Dewey Cooper.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
And this is Gwaan Podcast. If you don't know what Gwaan means, look at all my episodes. Out.
Blood clot.